because he's
What's going on, guys? Preseason week two. Well, week two.
that's
But it's preseason week one, but it's game 2 for us. And we got that win. I don't care if it's regular season, preseason, all season, postseason, of course. We get dubs around here. Raiders have won 26-20 against the Vikings. Shortly here, we are going to bring Josh McDaniel's presser. Post game, they are starting right now. We're gonna actually get right into it. He's actually up to the podium right now.
I'm gonna watch it on my laptop.
And clinched the number 1 seed, so that's pretty cool. Seems like we made it out of this game fairly healthy, relative to people coming out of the game. We'll see how it turns up tomorrow, but guys played hard. Obviously, Kevin and his crew do a great job over there. It was a good team for us to play in the preseason. They used a different scheme than we see on both sides of the ball, so there was a lot to be gained today. So I thought they played hard, thought they competed and finished the game. And there's certainly some things we're going to see tomorrow that we need to fix, but a good day overall.
As expected, more mixed matching along the offensive line. Both halves, quarters, guys moving around. Thayer got the start at right tackle. Jackson came in. Obviously, Alex also in the second half. Anything that you could glean just from snap judgment on that?
No, other than I think we have some depth at tackle, and some competition. We've told them since the first day we got here that this was going to be a situation where, guys earn their opportunities and they'll determine their roles. So we felt like there's been a lot of healthy competition in practice. Last week we started a certain group against Jacksonville, and we felt like practice this week, pushed that competition even further and wanted to go ahead and give a few other opportunities today. And I thought we did that, move some guys in and out inside, started there on the right side. Again, for a young guy, he's really, he's done a nice job for himself and earned the opportunity that he had today. So, again, we'll see what the film shows us and tells us, but I think there was some good things to see from all those tackles.
Coach, LT Lewis right here.
I don't know, I'm still on questions with the tackles.
What impressed you the most about the way the secondary and the D-line played tonight?
I thought we got a little, we played a little soft and lateral in the second quarter in the running game. And again, that's a different type of a scheme that, we're going to see plenty of those teams to do that. But, the stretch and cut type running game, we were running laterally a little bit more than knocking them backwards. And, we're going to have to fix some of those things that we saw in the running game show up. I thought our guys competed in the secondary. We held them 1 for 7 on third down. We played some tight coverage on third down, and there were some close plays down the field. But all in all, we held them under 300 yards, whatever it was. There's some things to fix, but again, I think they competed hard.
Josh, for somebody that's as detail-oriented as you are, is it difficult in preseason when in training camp you can't do a lot of live reps on kick and punt coverage? It's just too difficult and too risky?
Yeah, it's, I think that there's nothing more important than the health of the players. And so those plays are certainly the ones with the biggest collisions. So doing those live in practice, isn't something that I would say is for the betterment of the team. That being said, I thought we had some really good plays in the kicking game, and then we lost the contain on the one kickoff return there, which is probably the play of the night that, if we had to take any of them back in the kicking game, that would be the one. But I thought we did a good job in the first half. We were kind of winning the field position battle as it went, and then gave up the one return there in the second half. But I think that's what these games are for. You have to get them in these games because you really can't simulate
I like
that
that.
kind of contact, that kind of speed, that kind of speed in practice.
Hey, Coach, Kevin E. Martin from Channel 8 here in Las Vegas.
Oh.
You reiterate
I didn't
your
see
spots
that.
over and over again here in preseason. DJ
He got
Turner,
put down.
for sure, showed out today. Just your thoughts on his play overall.
Yo, DJ Turner balled off.
Yeah, he did a good job.
He balled out.
He did a good
He
job
got
in
speed.
the game, had a good return, and then certainly made plays when the ball found him on offense. So DJ is very consistent. He's been consistent all the way through, starting in the spring. He knows what his job is. He plays fast, and he's physical for a smaller guy. He's got good size, and you saw his burst there, on the touchdown catch. So makes the most of his opportunities, which that's what we ask everybody to try to do. And DJ certainly did that today.
Josh, back to the offensive line. Do we read too much when this guy started at that position, or
Yep.
are you guys just kind of thinking that myself, but just trying to get like a handle on that? Or are you just trying to throw guys in there and give
Like
them
I said,
a fair opportunity?
it's not like we haven't discussed why we're doing it. Like I said, there's different reasons for what we did, and we have more time still. We don't play another game or we don't play a regular season game for a while. So I think we allow these opportunities, to be determined by what we see and how they perform in practice. And so, there's some guys that maybe didn't start tonight for one reason or another that will be starting on opening day, at some point, but the competition is real. It's ongoing. And I think it's the healthiest thing we have going for us in the locker room because it makes everyone better. And when they know they come to work and there's something to be said about each day's work that they put in, that makes it more important. And so they come in with a great attitude, a great approach, and I think it's made our team better.
Real quick, Darren Waller was at the Aces game today. Was that an okay by the team to go over there and check that
I
game
think
out?
he was there before our game started, which is, I understand that. He wasn't going to play today, so I don't want to make more of that than it was.
Coach, really quick.
Media always trying to look for
I know
something.
last week obviously was a special game for you at that field. Just curious, your first impressions here at Allegiant coming out as head coach at any moments that stood out to you.
This was a special day too. I've been around a lot of preseason
I need a
games.
light in front of me,
22
bro.
years. I don't remember one feeling
That's
like
my
this.
That's my next thing.
I would just say that the reception from
You
our
do.
fans,
Can't see your eyes.
getting to know Raider Nation the way that you see them now, it's just different.
It'd be like perfect, like
I've
right here.
been against them a handful of times in my time in the NFL, but now to kind of be on the same side, you understand why
That's what
it
I'm
is
gonna
what it is. And I'm lucky and blessed to be the head coach here. That is the best atmosphere in a preseason game that I've ever been a part of. And that's easy to say that clearly. So I can't wait to play another time in here and then get to the regular season and have the opportunity to do it for real in the regular games. But what a great, passionate fan base they have, and to have the girls here and my son on the sideline, it's a special day.
And just a similar question with DJ Turner. Just your thoughts on Jarrett Stidham really showing off his dual threat abilities out there. Second straight game.
And
with
Stidham had a
touchdown. Thoughts
game.
on his play
Really.
the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, I thought all the quarterbacks did well. I really did. Jarrett led a couple scoring drives, and
And I think Mullen did better. Okay.
Yeah, I think Mullins did better.
I think Jarrett has
Well, of course he's
really
gonna say that.
grown, over time. And one of the things that keeps showing up that I'm really happy about is that there's no turnovers. And before we
That
can
is
win,
true.
we have to learn how
We
to
didn't
not
turn. I mean,
lose.
we
And,
almost did.
all the quarterbacks went in there and generally took care of the ball, made good decisions. Sometimes the best decisions are the ones that nobody can tell on, in the stadium right away that it was a good choice, but, throwing the ball away or sometimes taking a sack, and I thought both of those guys did a good job of moving us, scoring points, and finishing some drives and taking care of the ball at the same time. Good to go. All right. Thank you.
All right,
Pin
that
that.
was head coach Josh McDaniels. Hold on, I'm eating right quick. Nick, can you give your thoughts on the game?
Yeah. Oh shoot, the ad started on my end. Oh, we only did Josh McDaniels. All right. Well, I like how the game was. It was like a. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you pin my message, like on the screen, so it just stays on the screen.
Yeah, I will. Give me a sec here.
And but yeah, I liked it. If we were to give a letter, like from A to F,
Like, yeah, what grade would you give the Raiders today?
I'd probably be like B minus. B minus. I feel like it's a good one because we did win, so it has to be on the positive side, and we did a lot of mistakes, like red zone field goals again. We saw that didn't stop, and like a couple interceptions again, especially with the
I
earlier
know there was
one
like
where
two or
it
three.
like
There was like
tipped.
two or
It
three
went,
that right through their hands. I think Jayon
yeah,
Brown had
yeah, the
one.
one
It
with
hit him right
Jayon
in the hand.
Brown,
It's like,
and
bro, like
then
I mean, I see why they don't have you at wide receiver, but like,
I hate
man, you gotta
those,
come down
bro.
with those. Those could be, turning points.
Yeah, and
Nate, send it again.
yeah,
Yeah, send it again. It's not popping up for me. But no, I agree with you. That again, and I said that in the pregame. I was like, we need to come down with turnovers. I was saying, I see us getting 2+ interceptions, because of how many drop interceptions we had in the last game. And I'm like, okay, in this game, I believe we're coming down with those. And again, there was a couple of. I think there was one in the red zone that we had, that was dropped. And then we had, Jayon Brown's drop. So that's like 2 picks right there that, should have been
yeah,
intercepted. That's two turnovers that, could have switched the game. This game, as much as the score wasn't going back and forth, it felt like it was going back and forth.
wait, don't
The
do that
momentum
one.
was it seemed like it was trying to swing. It was an ugly game. Honestly, it was a really ugly game. I think I would give us a B- on the win. A B only because it's a win. If we lost, it would have been
Do
like
that
a
one.
C+ because it was ugly. Now I do like how Nick Mullins, he handled himself during the game. Had a lot of nice throws, bro. That throw, even though it wasn't a conversion, it was that 3rd and like 25 that he threw to
Mm-hmm.
DeMarcus. Like, amazing throw, an
Bro,
amazing catch, bro. DeMarcus Robinson snatched
Demarcus Robinson,
that
bro.
ball. That boy went up and was like, "No, this ball is mine." Um, an amazing
He
catch.
came from a Super Bowl offense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they had him at wide receiver 3 for a reason. I think there was even a
Yeah,
point he was wide receiver 2 next to Tyreek. Um, I hope DeMarcus makes it, but I want to talk about how deep our running back room is. Like,
yeah.
the cuts, like Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, they're gonna have to be making some decisions with this running back room because my goodness, I feel like we're deep. Pause. But we are like
Mm-hmm.
deep in the running back room. We have, and it's funny because I thought we had 6 running backs or like 5, 6 running backs, but no, we have 7. We have Josh Jacobs,
That's a lot.
Kenyon Drake, Amir Abdullah, um, Brandon Bolden, Brenton Brown,
I forgot
Zeus,
that Bolden was.
and then Walters. We have a
I
deep
forget.
running back room. And I mean, who do you see making the cut in this running back? I mean, obviously JJ's there. I mean, there's trade rumors with Kenyon. I mean, what's your if you're the coach in this 53? I mean, I know we still got 2 games left in the preseason, but what's this running back room going to look like week 1?
And actually, some of them get a boost on like kick returning and punt returning.
Yeah.
Because I saw a couple times Kenyon Drake got, and then who was it? Some other guy. Oh no. Oh, and then another standout player. Okay, well we'll just get to that later. But yeah, it'll be JJ. I still think Drake is gonna be on the team. He's doing better and better every year.
I mean,
And then
he had a bad game last week. I mean, but I was running the ball
last week,
against the Jaguars. Kenyon Drake didn't
oh,
have a good game.
I only got to see like because I was eating while watching that. I was in LA. I didn't really get to. But
Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't have a good game.
and then the third one, wouldn't 4 running backs make it? Or no? Wouldn't 4 running backs make
No,
it?
and that's why I would say it's like how many running backs are we gonna like have?
I would say like 4, right? 4, 5.
I was thinking 5. I was thinking you
Yeah.
keep Josh Jacobs, and like I said, there's some Drake rumors that he might get traded.
Who would you
But
trade
I'm
for?
saying I think he's gonna stay. So I say it's gonna be Jacobs, Drake, Zeus. We're gonna keep Bolden, and this is what bothers me is that Brandon Bolden hasn't even played in the preseason. So it's like if he hasn't even played, does that mean he's making the team like automatically?
I don't know.
Like so, we're gonna have Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Brandon Bolden, Zeus. Who you giving that 5th spot to? Amir Abdullah? I mean, because Amir had some good flashes too.
Walter?
Yeah, but I mean, and that's what I'm saying. These
That's
next two
the iffiest spot.
These next 2 preseason games, it's like, bro, you got to throw Amir in there, throw Bolden in there, man. See what you're gonna get out of Bolden because, like, if Bolden's just getting the spot because he's coming over from the Patriots, like, man, that's not. I mean, I don't like that because, like, what if Bolden is getting this spot and he sucks? Like, no, bro.
Tough.
Like,
yeah,
we got
really trust
Walters,
Bolton.
we have like this running back room is really, really like deep. I feel. Now let's switch over. Let's go over to the offensive line and defensive line. How do you think they play today, bro? Because I mean, if you want to get my take, bro, we need to address that interior defensive line big time.
We need that's all I gotta say.
Bro, I'm on the phone with Sub right now. I'm telling you right now, I am on the phone with Sub right now.
The fact that I've wanted
I know we won, but no, bro. That they were running. If they wanted to, if the Vikings were not playing from behind, if the Vikings ever took the lead in this game, they would have ran away with it because we could not stop the run. The only reason the Vikings had to go to the pass because they were playing from behind. But even playing from the pass, there was like no pressure. We are lucky we were going against backup quarterbacks because my goodness, we were getting no pressure. I think we had 2 or 3 sacks. I think we had. And minimal, I was like, man, we need to get 4 sacks at least to show some improvement. I think they'll get it fixed. But what's your take on the interior defensive line?
I mean, one person did good on the defensive line. That was the one that stopped him on that red zone play.
Oh,
Billings.
Yeah,
Billings. Billings had
a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably like the only one that had a good game. Kuntz.
Yeah.
Probably those 2. And
yeah, Billings had that 1 tackle. I mean, Darian Butler, but you know he's in the secondary. You want more of these like linemen to get more tackles.
Yeah.
Let's look at.
We need more of them. Kuntz had a sack.
Kuntz had 2 total tackles.
He had
1 tackle, and he had a sack. He had 1 tackle for loss, and he had a quarterback hit too. So, what was Billings? Billings had a tackle for loss too. Mm-hmm. So I mean, and Luke Masterson, he had 4 total tackles. But man, bro, there are sometimes Masterson was freaking getting bodied. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm looking at him, and he's dancing with the lineman. It looks like. There's this run play. They ran it to the left, and Masterson is literally walking with the offensive lineman. Like, bro, get off your block. Like,
we aren't really getting any pressure.
Himself open to get, for a swim move or something or a spin move, and he was just dancing with him, holding hands. Like, like walking side to side. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, we most definitely need pressure. That's a fact. And
Now offensive line, how you think they did on the line? I think they had, there wasn't a lot of sacks that they gave up. They only gave up 4 sacks, lost to 21 yards. I'm cool with 4 sacks actually. I'm
four
cool with four
sacks.
sacks, but I think it depends now because they're gonna get, they're gonna get sacked. Of course, you want to keep your quarterback clean, but from a preseason standpoint, I'm cool with 4 sacks, but it depends where they come at. Now there was
Pause.
just pause. There also was a bad snap. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at the film. I don't know who was the center for that snap, but can't have that. I mean, I know we converted. Can't have bad snaps though. That bro, it was a third. It was a second and like 6, and that bad snap turned a 2nd and 6 to a third. What's up, Sano? It goes from a 3rd and 6 to a 2nd and 6 to a 3rd and 25. You can't have that in the regular season. Now, again, next play, Nick Mullins hits Demarcus Robinson for a 24-yard gain, and we convert on a 4th and 1. But in the regular season, bro, you can't do that against the Chargers. Can't be putting your
everything's
offense
gonna be harder.
You're going against starter. Now, a key thing, if we go back to, you can't do that in the regular season. Now these running backs, they're playing good. Could they do that against the starters? It's a question mark. It's up in the air, really. That's what makes me throw questions at this running back room, because man, it could go either way. They're playing, catching fire here in the preseason, and in the regular season, it's like, oh shit! Like, they can't get past Derwin James. They're getting tackles for losses against me. They're not doing it in the regular season.
I just want JJ and KD to just be consistent, and we'll be good, bro.
I mean, throw Zeus in there though, bro. Like, give some love to Zamir White. Give some love to Zamir White.
This man is even.
Bro, White saying OD. Oh man, he's a fan though. He's a fan. Let's go with that interior line. I like, bro. Get that out of here. No, get that out of here.
Bro. This
what
is
about
not
what about Dylan Parham? Nate, what about Dylan Parham? I had my eyes on him the entire game. How did you like how he played?
I heard that he was getting bodied
here and there, but he had a good game in pass protection. He had a pretty decent game. Like I said, it was an ugly win. He didn't play great. I'm not saying he played great. He played like decent. He played good enough. He held up. But you know who had a kind of a iffy game? Illuminor. Illuminor had a pretty tough game. He was getting beat off the line in the second quarter when we couldn't do shit. Bro, he was getting beat off the line.
Yeah. That's facts.
Now quarterback too, because people was wondering that backup quarterback. Now last week we said Stidman popped off. He had a decent game, but he was 10 for 15, 68 yards, no touchdown, no interceptions. He had 4 carries for 16 yards and that rushing touchdown that he did, but he did have a 76.5 quarterback rating. Now, I wish Garrett was in here. We got 6 views in the stream, bro. Let's get in the chat. Let's like it up, subscribe, spread the link out. I hope Garrett's in here though, because Garrett, bro, thank you. That's Nick Mullins. We will remember him when he was with the Niners, bro. Nick Mullins, what a game.
Yeah, he did good. I like it. I like it.
1 touchdown. He had a quarterback rating of 147.2. He did have 2 rushing attempts for 9 yards. His longest rush was a 9-yard third down conversion.
That's nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
So what do you think about this quarterback too? I mean, last week it was Stidman. Mullins had hiccups. Now this week, Mullins leads 2 touchdown drives. Stidman leaves 1 touchdown drive, but they did kick a field goal with him. I mean, what do you see with this quarterback 2 room?
Quarterback 2.
Because God forbid,
after this
car
game
goes down. God forbid that car goes down, bro. We need to go back to our backup. But who you looking at as a backup quarterback right now?
After this game, it's got to be Mullins. He's got, I don't know. Yeah, it's just got to be Mullins after this game. It could change,
Mullins,
though. It could change.
Yeah, I mean, you never know going into next week. What I like here's what I like. Here's what I like from Mullins. I like that he stood there calm and collective in the pocket, because there was times I'm like, oh shit, bro, pressure coming. But he still stood in there, and the throws he was making, like that throw to DJ Turner for that 36-yard touchdown. I know people was gonna give it to Turner because he has the speed, but the throw, to throw that over the middle linebacker and the zip that he threw it in there, just amazing throw. Now, to your point, Nate, next week we don't know. He could come out playing ass, not knowing how to throw a football. So it's time will tell. I think that's why I like that the Raiders have 4 preseason games, because there's a lot of question mark coming into the preseason. Of course, we have the starters, but my question was cornerback depth, wide receiver depth, and offensive line, and of course the defensive line. Wide receiver depth, I'm liking it. We got DJ Turner.
Yeah,
we got
Demarcus Robinson, he's playing. I don't care.
Keelan Cole had some opportunities out there. Stidham just didn't look his way, which I'm kind of upset about. Mac Hollins, he had a good reception. He had a couple of good receptions.
Yeah,
so
Hollins did good.
And Ty Johnson, he had a couple good catches too. He was getting open. So I like where the wide receiver depth is at. Cornerback depth, I'm still a little nervous about that. Meek was getting burnt out there.
Meek, bro.
I'm still a little nervous about our cornerbacks. I think even who was it? Oh shit, bro! I'm drawing a blank here. I probably could find him here. Hold up, I'm drawing a blank.
Who?
But yeah,
Phillips?
Darius Phillips. He was getting burnt too. Chris Jones, bro. Jones was getting worked on the outside. Like that boy.
Who is that? 44.
I don't know his jersey. Let me see his jersey number. I don't know.
Somebody 44 got burnt to that touchdown.
Jones. I believe that's Jones. Yeah, I believe that was Jones.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, he's 41. Number 40, he's 41.
Oh,
but
whoever was 44,
he gave up that touch. Oh, you're talking about the one to Albert Wilson? Yeah, I didn't see that. I seen that somebody got burnt. I just didn't know who was covering Albert Wilson. I'm talking about on the slant. Like, that pissed me off, bro. Like, I think they even Lincoln Kennedy on the Raiders radio network, he said, you can't give up the inside at the goal line. You just can't. It's too easy. It is easy. Like, you gotta always assume they're going slant. And if your worst case scenario, they go fade, but it's a harder throw than a slant route. Like, to make. That's why I don't understand why he was giving so much leverage on a slant route. Like, you're asking to get beat. It's funny. Me and Nate, we were watching Dox's live stream. And Andy was like, you know what the Vikings basically said? We're coming out. Fuck you, freaking Chris Jones. We're throwing it on you still.
Bro, thanks.
I'm like, bro, but that's fact, bro. They spread the offense out, and they were like, fuck you, Chris Jones. You ain't guarding shit. We still throwing it on you. And they did.
Thanks.
They did. So
they really made
we're going to finish it off here. We're going to finish it off here with one more question. And, Nate, that is, the Raiders are going to cut it down to 85 on the roster. Who are some guys you think are on that list to getting cut?
That one dude that dropped it, that tight end, number 85. I
know who that was.
Bro.
It was number 85. I don't know who it is.
I was joking and bro, that boy said, oh my gosh, he was wide open.
Hands. I don't know how
he was wide open. I don't even know his name, bro. But yeah, he's gone.
What's his name? I don't know his name though.
I could do some research, real fast research. Watch this.
Hold on, I could get it up real quick. Give me a sec here. Bro, and it was right there. That's what I don't understand. Like, and there was nobody around him.
Yeah,
and then
he was wide open.
You want to throw like a pouty face or something? Let me see. Cole Fotheringham. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fotheringham, bro. He got a freaking.
I don't even know how he got on the field after
that.
He
got long ass name, but no long ass hands. He can't catch shit, bro. Can't even catch COVID, bro.
That
He was
was
so
sad.
wide open. I was so disappointed. I'm like, oh, it's so wide open. No,
That was embarrassing. That is one big old like cut
I appreciate
right there.
it, Izzy. Appreciate it.
Yep, W stream.
I gotta go with Chris Jones, maybe even Luke Masterson. Even though Luke Masterson had in the stat sheet he had a decent game, but like I said, he was getting work from the Vikings offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. So, and I think our running back room for the most part is probably going to be safe, but I feel like week 3 is it's gonna get shaky with the running back room and the cuts. It's gonna be very interesting.
The more games, the more tests, and
because
that's when
Nate,
we'll see.
After week 3, they're cutting down from I think 80 down to 53. So they're making they're cutting like 30, 35 players, and it's like, man,
that's
those
tough
players
for that 85
ball
guy.
out.
That's real tough.
Sano.
Weak.
Hey, at first I started off like that, and then I liked it. At first I man, that's how I was. I like football. Oh, he buffering. But no, really, that's what I think. It's gonna be from 80 down to the 53-man roster. They're gonna cut like 30 plus people, and
30 people is crazy.
If you're running back, and the thing is, if your running back room is popping off, like, that's where it goes with the question: do you keep 5 running backs?
No.
Like, that's what I'm.
For me, no, because we need.
To be honest,
no. But like me, I wouldn't keep 5. I would keep 4. But that's like the lowest.
I mean, you still got practice squad too.
Because we need like cornerback and like D line and O line.
Was Nate Hobbs out there in the starting? I didn't see him.
I don't think so. I didn't see him either.
Oh. And
which was good because I don't want to. He's a starter. He's a starter.
Oh,
bro.
And you know what's crazy? Because Mullins is hurt. They're saying Nate Hobbs is going to start on the outside to Rocky.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, well, I would. And personally, I wish.
Personally,
I wish Nate Hobbs was out there only because. I want to see him how he plays on the outside back-to-back weeks. That's what I'm saying. Back-to-back weeks. I just don't want to go based off his game last week against the Jaguars, and he's not playing this week, and it's like, oh, he had a good game against the Jaguars, but that's the Jaguars. Like, how does he play against the Vikings, or how does he play against the Dolphins, who we got coming up this week on Friday? Which, by the way, we will not be streaming the game Friday. I believe they're playing Friday. We will not be live streaming
Friday.
The game. We'll try to we'll likely do another post game live. Pre-game live will be on Thursday for the pre-game to the Dolphins and the Raiders, and some players were watching. But hey, it was a good game. Ugly game. It was an ugly game, but
it was an good game.
Yeah, I mean, it's preseason. What do you expect? It's a lot of backups playing.
Yeah, but especially that Daniel Carson.
Real quick, before we get out of here, on Thursday, are you when we do the pregame, are you predicting the starters are going to play? Are we going to see Derek Carr and like Devontae Adams?
Where is this in Miami?
Yeah, it's in Miami, but
the fact
we'll get more into it. We'll get more into it on Thursday. Tune in. I don't have set time, but hey, that's why you hit that subscribe button. Hit the like on the video. Hit the bell so will get notified when we go live.
Will help Daniel Carson not to miss another field goal.
Bro, that missed PAT was bad.
That PAT.
It's always when we get momentum, man. It's always when we get momentum. He's like, I don't feel like kicking. Bro, I don't feel like making a PAT today.
Bro, that's the first one I think he missed in the stadium.
Yeah, I think that's the first time bro. It's a PAT. Like, I expect you to miss a 50-yarder. Like, how do you miss it? How are you missing a 33-yarder,
bro? We here making 54.
I don't know about you, Nate. I'm glad football's back. Back.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. Well, Nate Shin, Nation, we out of here. It is the Raiders Primos. Like I said, hit that subscribe, share the link, spread the love. Anyone who likes talking Raiders or just talking football, sub, like, hit that bell,
do all of them.
and we out.
You feel me?